know what? If someone told me going into the playoffs that Sidney Crosby would go 13 games without scoring a playoff goal, and Marc-Andre Fleury, the much maligned Marc-Andre Fleury, would get back-to-back playoff shutouts after stopping 35 shots in the second game, I would say you're crazy. Yet here we are. Is hell freezing over, or am I actually crazy? Because this is what's happening. And man, I cannot believe it. After being down 1-0 in the series, the Penguins come storming back, score 5 goals, and allow 0 in 2 games. The flower is blooming again in spring, and Sid the Kid finally learns how to put the puck in the back of the net again. After I thought he may never score a playoff goal again. In fact, it was his first goal of any kind since March 30th. So really though, Crosby has 1 shot on goal, and it's a goal. That's a pretty good shooting percentage. And I don't think he played as well as he played last game. He was not as engaged. I thought he passed up some opportunities to shoot when he could have shot. I thought he should have been a little more selfish. But man, what a goal that was. What a great pass from Robert Bortuzzo. He's been excellent since taking over for Brooks Orpik in the lineup. Such a nice little 5-hole shot too. And, just beautiful. Jussi Jokinen continuing his torrid streak. 7-game point streak right now. Points in 8 of the last 9 playoff games for the Penguins. Gets another goal on a breakaway after coming out of the penalty box. Great little deke. Penguins win 2-0 after only getting 15 shots on goal and allowing 35. Yeah, you could say that they were outplayed in this one. People thought the Rangers were tired, but credit to the Rangers, they did not look tired at all. They were coming hard, they were pressing, especially in the third period. Pittsburgh just went into a defensive shell. I'm guessing that was Jacques Martin's doing, and kind of took on the likes of LA and New Jersey in that mold. They weren't even trying to get offense. They were just playing in their end, blocking some shots, made some great defensive plays, but they had 1 shot all period. It was a very weak James Neal wrister. I thought that they were way too passive, and they acknowledged it after the game that they were too passive, and I'm glad to see that they're owning up for their mistakes. They're finally realizing that they're not playing well. Man, the Flower was on his game. If it was not for Fleury, the Penguins might have lost. He was fantastic. That glove save he made in Zuccarello was ridiculous, and then him patting his crossbar after that miss, also by Zuccarello, was just awesome. It's nice to see Fleury's on his game, and he's on his game when he's patting his crossbar. Just overall this season and in playoffs, I've noticed a huge improvement from Fleury. As a former goalie myself, I've noticed that he's a lot more calm in the net. He doesn't swim as much. His positioning is way better. He's cutting down the angles a lot better, and it's a lot harder to score on him. He still gives up too many rebounds for my liking, but that's just because of his style. But his D, for the most part, I thought, especially last night, did a great job of clearing pucks away from the front of the net. And they made some great plays. How about that Paul Martin play? Speaking of great plays, Chris Letang fumbles. Paul Martin swings the stick from around him and just blindly, without even looking, swats the puck away. What a play. Just wow. I thought those two again were outstanding. Chris Letang, he did have some gaps, but he was able to make up for them with some excellent defensive plays. Great work in this, getting a stick in the lanes on the PK. Penguins PK again was solid, 5 for 5. The Rangers power play is just garbage. It is so bad. They're not even getting zone time. Even when the Penguins look like they're scrambling in their end on the penalty kill, if that's any other team, it's probably a goal, but Fleury was huge, and the Rangers are just, whatever reason, nothing's working for them on their power play, gripping their sticks too tight or forcing passes. I don't know what it is, but it just looks horrendous. And I think the addition of Brian Gibbons instead of Tanner Glass has been a huge impact too, because it's allowed the Penguins to be more aggressive on the penalty kill. And him and Chris Kunitz have some great chances shorthanded, and now Kunitz has had 2 breakaways in 2 games, and Lundqvist has stoned him. Even though the Penguins are outshot 35-15, I don't think they allowed a single breakaway, and they haven't, I don't think, in 2 games. And the Rangers have now allowed 5 breakaways in 2 games, even though they only allowed 15 shots. Many of them are high-quality chances. You cannot allow 5 breakaways in 2 games. The giveaway number for them was atrocious. Just thought the Penguins played well. they made the right defensive plays at the right times. I do think they took too many penalties. That James Neal high stick was just ridiculous. Like, you can't be making those penalties, James. Like, that's just a terrible penalty. The Marcel Gottsch one was pretty stupid, and he was benched for a while after that. But when he's really added a lot to this team, and it's really allowed them to create more depth. And Basma again put Crosby Malkin on the same line and put Sutter with Neal and Jokinen, and Sutter looked fantastic again. Neal had an okay game, not as engaged as last game, but pretty decent. And Crosby Malkin, man, those two together are just flying. It's so hard to contain. And if the Penguins play like this, they could go far. If Fleury, the jury's still out on Fleury. He can crack at any time, but he's playing some pretty great hockey right now. I don't think I've ever seen him play this well, even since 2009. Like, he has a Marc-Andre Fleury has .925 save percentage in the playoffs. He's outplaying King Henrik Lundqvist, and tell me who saw that coming. And Rick Nash hasn't scored a goal either. I thought he would definitely get one before Crosby. Oh, man, just weird hockey right now. But Penguins have now won 2 in a row, and they have a chance to take a stranglehold on the series with Game 4, also in Madison Square Garden. Hopefully they can keep the place quiet. Game 4 on Wednesday night. So, that's all I have to say for this one. Please like if you like this video, subscribe if you really like it. Please share with everyone, tell all your friends, and I'll see you after Game 4.